No, I don't want to take a ride Pokemon out for a ride, so to speak. Let's use a Hyper Potion on Plague here. And my last Lemonade on Smidvarg. Oh crap, I just realized I don't have anything. Okay, I just recently bought some more Super Potions, so that helps tremendously. Okay, for next, I'm going to send Legs into fight, because everyone loves the legs. Olivia, Rock-type user of Alola, it's time to fight you once again. This marks, I believe, the third time we're fighting Olivia. The most fan-service-y character in the whole franchise. If my memory serves me correctly. I cannot think of a single character in the entire Pokemon franchise that pushes the fan service as far as Olivia does. Well, Shelly from Alpha Sapphire, she comes to mind. I won't be holding back. My Rock-type Pokemon will grind you to dust. Your puny little Pokemon are going to go down in one hit. Ha! That's what you think, Olivia. That is indeed what you think. Okay, getting her game face on. And we start the battle. Let's go. Starting with Relicanth, as before. Olivia's team has actually been significantly upgraded, especially in comparison to the upgrades the other two members of the Elite Four I just fought are considered. Because, whereas before, previously, some of her Pokemon had only 2 or 3 moves instead of a full 4, all of her Pokemon now have the full 4. And the same can be said for Hala after I'm done trashing Olivia. Anyway, her Relicanth is level 63 Water Rock type. Its moves are Head Smash, Waterfall, Yawn, and Earthquake. So don't use electric type moves. Nice. Doesn't even have Sturdy. Next on the roster is Golem. I'm actually going to do something very risky here. And I'm going to use Plague. Yeah, that's right. You're not hearing different. Your ears do not deceive you, is what I'm trying to say. Got it. For some reason, I can't speak now. Golem's moves, we've got Thunder Punch, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Heavy Slam. Very dangerous opponents for Plague to be going up against. Oh, I forgot to mention, level 63, Rock Electric type. Stone Edge is probably coming out, but I have a secret weapon replacing the Flamethrower I used to have on Plague. We're going to give him a good old Earthquake. Because no team is complete without at least one having Earthquake. Yep, Stone Edge is coming out. Fortunately, I survived. Let's hit it with a Darkest Lariat because she's going to she's not going to heal. Why is she not healing it? That makes no sense at all. There we are. Next is her signature Mon, Lycanroc. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Let's call Smidvarg out to play. So here we go. Lycanroc, Midnight form, as before. Level 63, pure rock type. Its moves are Crunch, Stone Edge, Brick Break, and Rock Climb, and it has the Rockium Z attached. Let's try to one-shot it here with the good old Hydro crap on a cracker. Hopefully this doesn't turn out like the last time Smidvarg got hit with a Z move. And we can't count on a Bewear coming out of nowhere to save our hides. What we can count on is an awesome water-type animation with insane power backing it up. Carbink is next. Okay, so let's decide on which Pokemon we're going to use against that Carbink. Actually, let's go for Edgelord. I want to give that Woodhammer a go. Carbink, level 63, it's a rock and fairy type. Its moves are Power Gem, Moonblast, Reflect, and Stealth Rock. Reflect is going to be irritating to the max, but fortunately I'm faster, so I can give it a good old Wood Hammer. Look at that. Good old Mimikyu. Okay, now Reflect is coming out. Personally, I was hoping for Stealth Rock, so I wouldn't have to worry about Reflect, but another Wood Hammer might do it. No, it didn't. Now we've got rocks. Okay, another Wood Hammer. Of course, now this is when Olivia lays on the healing items, when she has her defensive wall out on the field. But really, I just really like this move animation. It's a lot of fun. Another Wood Hammer. Let's keep on hitting him with this giant mallet. It's gonna work out eventually. Moonblast, I would not count on that working. No, I don't want to switch Pokemon. I want to give Edgelord Hyper Potion, because now it's going to be bombarded with Moonblasts, as well as recoil damage. So we gotta take extra precautions here, make sure Edgelord doesn't faint. Reflect wore off, that's perfect. Boom. That is such a fun animation. I love it. Okie dokie. Probopass is her last Pokemon. So what am I using against a Rock and Steel type? I don't know what I'm using against a Rock and Steel type. You know what I could do is go with Legs again, and hopefully High Jump Kick doesn't miss. Anyway, Probopass, as I mentioned, it is a Rock and Steel type. Its moves are Earth Power, Power Gem, Dazzling Gleam, and Flash Cannon. Let's start things off with Rapid Spin, just to ensure that Sturdy doesn't activate. And it has the added bonus of throwing away those, you know, rocks. Stealth rocks. So let's go ahead and pray to Arceus. This works. Oh my god. Arceus wasn't listening. Okay, what else can we do here? What else can we do? Let's try Plague again and have him use Earthquake. So, sadly, I gambled wrong, and a sacrifice had to be made. But it all turned out nicely in the end. Since you've become champion, both you and your Pokemon have a certain level of polish. I almost mistook that as part of her dialogue and read it out loud. But no, it's just the prize money. What a spectacular trainer you are. Now when the children of Alola finish their island challenge, they can visit the Pokemon League to try to become the champion. The trainers of Alola will become even stronger. With 3 members of the Elite Four down, that leaves only 1 left. And he has become significantly stronger with his newly fleshed out, no longer only using 2 or 3 attacks movesets. So let's go ahead and restore the health of my Pokemon. Legs needs to be revived. Hyper Potions need to be given out. And Super Potions need to be given out as well. Alright then, in front, I believe I shall have Thunderclap in front. Thunderclap, I think, is the best one to lead with. And now it's time to fight against the final member of the Elite Four, our favorite island kahuna, Old Hala. And I forgot how much I love that. The little, I don't know what to call it, hologram or something. It flexes to bring about the little barrier around the edge of the arena. Welcome, champion, to the Pokemon League, where strength is everything. Now with love in our hearts, let us clash in Pokemon battle. Yeah, I'd say Hala has definitely got to be my favorite island kahuna, because he's just so wise, and I think he's easy to get along with. Just like his grandson, Hal. Out of the Elite Four, though, it's very difficult for me to say which one is my favorite member. Anyway, back to the battle at hand. Hariyama is up first, pure fighting type, level 63. Its moves are Fake Out, Close Combat, Knock Off, and Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam is the reason why I'm not using any of my fairy types. So let's hit it with Air Slash. It's going to use Fake Out, of course it is. Actually, you know what I could do? I could bust out a Z move. I did equip the Flynium Z to my good friend Thunderclap. So let's do the dance. Oh, and Thunderclap's got a serious look on his face. You're laughing at my cheerleading outfit? I'll show you. To the skies! There we go. That completely wiped out the sumo wrestler. Okay, who's going to faint next? Crabominable. Of course. Crabominable. His signature Mon. So, Crabominable is quite frightening. Even more so than last time when all it had was Ice Hammer and Close Combat. Ice Hammer and Close Combat are two very frightening moves for Crabominable, because its type, Fighting Ice, covers literally half of the type chart. 9 out of the 18 types are going to be taking super effective damage from Crabominable with just those 2 moves, which is scary in its own, but this Crabominable now has added Stone Edge and Earthquake to its arsenal. Stone Edge and Earthquake, I believe, are known as the Quake Edge combo, and it's guaranteed to hit any Pokemon for at least neutral damage. So there's just no way you're going to escape super effective damage from Crabominable. And to add insult to injury, it also has the Phytinium Z attached to it, so I'm hoping to take it out toot sweet with Flare Blitz. Because I think all of its moves, except for Ice Hammer, are super effective against Plague, which is quite scary. Fortunately, though, I'm faster and have Flare Blitz, so Crabominable is not a problem in Plague's case. Primeape coming up next. I see. Nuru. Let's go for it. Primeape is a pure fighting type, level 63 as usual. Its moves are Cross Chop, Rock Slide, Punishment, and Stomping Tantrum. Stomping Tantrum is an interesting one where it doubles in power if its previous move failed. So if it misses with the horrifically inaccurate Cross Chop, then it will most likely attempt a Stomping Tantrum. Well, it would have attempted a Stomping Tantrum if I hadn't one-shotted it with Dazzling Gleam. Sorry, Primeape, I kinda took away your thunder. Next is Poliwrath. I have the perfect Pokemon for Poliwrath. Yep, you guessed it. It's none other than quite possibly the hottest Pokemon in all the franchise. It's the legs. Strutting her stuff, as she usually does. Poliwrath, level 63 Water and Fighting type. Its moves are Waterfall, Brick Break, Poison Jab, and Payback. So yeah, Grass types, Bewear. And speaking of Bewear, that one's coming out next. I'm not sure why I went for Payback and not Poison Jab, but I'm not going to question old Hala's life choices. Wow, Acrobatics is just as effective as Drop Kick. Who knew? Alright, finally, as I promised, we have Bewear coming in next. Let's go over back to Nuru. I think Nuru would be the best choice for Mr. Bewear. So Bewear is level 63, normal fighting type. Its moves are Hammer Arm, Brutal Swing, Dragon Claw, and Shadow Claw. Now, I find Dragon Claw a weird choice for Bewear, especially because it is not a dragon or a reptilian in any way, shape, or form. But I came to the conclusion that because it is based on the red panda, it is closely related to the actual panda, and an actual panda is the protagonist of Kung Fu Panda, and said protagonist is known as the Dragon Warrior. So if this is indeed a Kung Fu Panda reference on Game Freak's part, I have to applaud them. Speaking of unconventional dragon-type moves, I, for one, was initially quite confused about Plague, or Incineroar in general, being able to use Outrage, which is typically restricted to dragon or at least reptile-based Pokemon. But as I remembered in Chinese mythology, the tiger is in fact the natural enemy of the dragon. So that's a very interesting bit of Chinese lore that goes into the gameplay here. They really do their research when they make these games. But enough blathering on. I've beat Hala, and it's now time for the final battle. Now, oh, hold on, I gotta read Hala's dialogue here first, before I continue. A heart-pounding battle like that always sends a shiver through my whole body. I'm sure my Pokemon felt it too. Good old Hala. So now that we've defeated the 4 Elite Four, it's time for the final battle.